Morning and good afternoon again. My name is Shanda Cater, and I serve as a account manager for the North region of the U.S. for Exxat. Today, thank you for joining us for part 12 of 15, Faculty and Faculty Module, which is part of our Exxat Prism training series. Helping me today on the webinar are two of my colleagues, Shubham and Ami. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. This webinar is recorded, and you'll receive a copy of it, of the recording 2 hours after the webinar is complete. You will also be able to find the recording on the Exxat YouTube channel posted under Exxat Prism Training Series. You will find today's presentation attached in the handout section in the Go Webinar control panel. Feel free to follow along. Please use the questions section to ask questions or comment throughout the presentation. Ami and myself will be manning the questions and answering them during our question breaks. If you're having technical difficulties, please use the chat box and we will help you out from there. Today we have an audience from multiple disciplines. We will be using screenshots and data from different disciplines across our slides. Shubham, go ahead.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. And today we will deep dive into the faculty and faculty module and learn about how you can manage your faculty members through the system, and also how your faculty members can log in into the system and they can complete the task which has been assigned to them. We will talk about the agenda first. We will talk about today how you can invite your faculty members through the system, how you can invite them through the system. Also, we will talk about how you can associate your faculty members with the different courses, with the students, as well as the placements. We will also talk about how you can set up the compliance for your faculty members and how you can also review your faculty compliance once they have submitted to you. We will also talk about how your faculty members can log in into the system and what kind of view they can see, and how also they can manage the different tasks which has been assigned to them from the school or the school administrator. We will also do a Q&A sessions in the middle of the sessions as well as toward the end of our webinar today. So I would request you to pen down your questions so that we can talk about and answer your questions during the question answer session break. Moving on, we will talk about the faculty access. As you're aware that we have the multiple kind of access which we can assign through the Exxat Prism. We do have three main types of access in the Exxat. First, we have the administrative access. The second is the faculty access, and the another is the student access. We will talk about the administrative as well as the faculty access. The administrative access allow you to do everything in the system, as you have the access to the students, the compliance, the courses, the sites and the locations, the placements, as well as the learning activities. But if we talk about the faculty access, which is a very limited access to where the faculty members will get the access to only the courses, only the students, as well as the placements where they are associated with. We provide the limited access to your faculty members by keeping this in mind, that your faculty members might be teaching different courses, and it might be a violation at certain places where your faculty members may not need to see some information about the courses, the students, as well as the placements. If we talk about the faculty access, Exxat Prism faculty module is designed for the user of an academic institution that needs the access to the selected and specific data from the institution's bigger repository, making it convenient for the faculty members to collate with the multiple stakeholders and manage their daily tasks. And if we talk about to whom we provide the faculty access can be provided to the people who are involved in the specific courses, who are associated with the specific students, as well as the people who are overseeing the selected placements. And if we talk about the administrative access, we provide the administrative access to the people who are school administrator as the department or the program level, or the school administrative staff supporting members as the administrator's office. And we also provide this administrative access to the people who are involved in analyzing and contributing to the reports for the overarching program components, such as the curriculum as well as the student performance and assessments. Moving on, we will also quickly see how you as an administrator can add the faculty members and invite them through the system. So once you log in into the system, this is how the dashboard would visible to you, where you will find three different cards as program management card, the curriculum management card, along with the placement management card. And if we talk about the faculty and staff module, it's right placed under the program management card. Once you click on the faculty and staff module, you will find the list of all the faculty members. Those are already added in the system. And in case you want to add a new faculty member in the system, you can simply click on add faculty member, and then a drawer will open for you where you can add the information of the person which you're trying to add in the system would be a faculty or staff. And then you can also add the mandatory information as their first name, the last name, the email address, as well as the administrative position and the faculty rank. Apart from the mandatory pieces of information, if we talk about the administrative position as well as the faculty rank, so all the titles as well as the designations which you can see out here, these are the designations which a lot of our other schools are using, and we have provided the titles to you accordingly. In case you feel that there are some specific designation or the titles which you're utilizing on your program, and if you feel those informations are missing out here, I would request you to just raise a support ticket and we could able to help you add that information for you. While adding the faculty members in the system at the initial stage, we do take care of adding all the faculty members in the system for you. But moving ahead, you might like to add a new faculty member in the system, and this is how you can add them in the system. And once you have added the faculty member in the system won't provide them the access at that moment of time. There is the functionality in the system where you need to go ahead and invite your faculty members through the system, and then would be the moment when your faculty member will receive the access of the system. And now if we'll talk about how you invite your faculty members through the system, you click on the setup option, you go to the invite faculty, and then you can choose all the faculty members to whom you want to send the invite. And once you click on the invite faculty, a pop-up screen will visible to you, which will provide you the information as the access you're providing to your faculty member. So this is the limited access. In case you want to provide them the administrative access, you can go ahead and raise a support ticket for it. Once you click on the proceed option, an email drawer will open for you where we have added the standard templates for you. In case you want to utilize them, you can do that. And in case you want to add a new template from your end, you can click on the add template, or you can also customize the templates. Those are there. And once you click on the preview section, this is the screen where you can find the context of the email. You can review that email, and then you can find the two options as to send the email right away, or you can also schedule the email for the specific future time and date. And once you click on the send option, the um, system will send a invitation email to your faculty members along with the link as well as their username. So they can click on the link, put their username, and then they can log in into the system. Now moving ahead, we will also discuss about how you can add the announcements as well as the resources to your faculty members. So if you click on the announcement section below the invite faculty, you will find the option as to add announcements. And once you click on add announcements, a drawer will open for you where you can mention the start date, the end date, the title, the description, as well as you can upload a document or the PPT. And once you hit the save option, this is how you can add a announcement for your faculty members. And similarly, if you want to add or the resources for your faculty members, you click on the resources option. You can click on the pencil icon to create a new category in the system. And once you create the category in the system, you can select that category and click on the add resources. And this will allow you to add different resources under that specific category. And once you have added the resources, you can also click on reorder to rearrange the sequence of those resources in the system. Moving ahead, you also have the option of the faculty view. So this option is newly released for you, where you can manage or you can control all the tiles. Those are visible on the faculty login page. So in case you want to remove or you want to restrict your faculty member to see certain information, you can just simply control this tiles information from here after clicking on these toggle switches. Now we will also talk about the faculty associations, how you can do this faculty associations in the system. There are three main types of associations that we have for the faculty members. One is the course association, one is the student association or the student advisor, and as well as the faculty association as a placement association as a placement faculty. So if we talk about the first association as the course association, you can associate them with the course as a course faculty, where they will have the access to the complete course. They will have the access to the students who are registered. They will also have the access to the resources for that courses along with the announcements for that courses, and they can also see the learning activities and review them as well. If we talk about the next association, which is the student advisor, when you associate a faculty member with the student, they will have the access to that student data as their profile, the compliance information, the communication log, the intervention log. And if we talk about the third level of association, which is the placement association or the placement faculty, when you assign the placement faculty, they will have the very limited access, as they will have the access only to the placement with which they are associated, and they can also see the learning activities. They can also review the learning activities as patient logs, the timesheet, the time off, and then they can also add the communication and the interventions. Moving on, we will also take a bit deep dive into these associations, and we will learn how you can do these different associations through the system. So if we talk about the first level of association, which is the course association, there are two different ways to do this association through the system. One is going through the faculty profile, and one is going through the course uh, profile. So we will talk about the first way of doing this, and that is while we go to the specific faculty profile, we will click on the association option. And under the association option, there is an option of the courses. Once you click on the courses option, you will find all the different courses. Those are already being associated with this faculty member. But in case you want to add some more courses to the list, you can click on the associate option out there, and then a drawer will open where you can see all the different courses out there. You may also put some kind of filters out there as based on cohort, the terms, as well as the course number, course name, and then you can choose the course where you want to do the association. And once you click on the next option, all those courses would also start reflecting on the screen as in the list. And now in case you want to dissociate any of the course with your faculty member, you can simply click on the dissociate option in front of that course name. And now if we talk about the another way of doing this associations through the system is when you go to the um, uh, course profile. So once you click on the course offering, you will see the course profile of that course. And now toward the right hand side, you will see the option of faculty and staff. And once you click over there, you could able to add or associate the faculty member with the specific course. And similarly, we will also discuss about how you can do the association of the students with the faculty members as a advisee. So once you go to the faculty profile, again, you can click on the student option under the associations, and you will find all the students' names. Those are already associated with the faculty member. And in case you want to add some more students to the list, you can simply click on add associate student. And once you do that, again, a drawer will open for you where you can put some kind of cohort information, the tag, the group, the enrollment, the graduation. And then when you search for the students, those names would be listed toward the right hand side. You can choose the students where you want to add in the list. And once you click on the next option, those student names would start reflecting under this list as a associated students. And now in case you want to remove any of the association of this faculty member with the student, you can simply click on disassociate, and this is how we can also remove the associations as well. Now the only difference uh, uh, associations. And now we will talk about the another level of way of doing this association with the students, and that is when you go to the specific student profile. Toward the right hand side you will find the associated staff and faculty, and this is the place where you can also associate the student with the faculty member. The only difference between doing this association from the faculty profile as well as doing this from the student profile is that in case you want to add or do the association as a bulk with the different students as well as the courses to the faculty member, you can go to the faculty profile and it will allow you to select multiple students as well as the multiple courses and do the associations of them. But in case you want to do this association on the individual basis to the specific student as well as to the specific courses, you can go with the another way of doing this after going to the student profile section. Now we will also talk about how you can do the association with the placements, right? Now, as we talk about the third level of association as the placement association, unlike the other two association as courses as well as students, the placement associations cannot be possible from the two different ways or from the screen. Even though you can go ahead and click on the placement option, and it will allow you to see all the different placement information where the specific faculty member is already associated. But in case you want to add a new association, you can go to the placement module, and then you can select the specific student, and then you can choose the faculty member and do this associations out there. And once you update this option, and once you click on the update, this is how the association gets completed. So far, we have covered as how as all administrator can just not add the faculty members and invite them through the system. You can also add the announcements, you can add the resources, and how you can also assign the different associations of this faculty member with the courses, with the students, as well as with the placements. So I would like to pause for a moment for any questions you might have.
Hi, Shubham. We do have one question. Let me, I'm having a hard time seeing the entire question. Give me just 1 second.
Sure.
If a student advisor puts in a comment about a student, will the site see the comment?
So they cannot see that information. So in case the faculty member is adding any comments over there, that could only be visible to the school administrator.
Thank you for that, Shubham. There are no other questions that I see.
Sure. Now, moving ahead, we will also talk about how you can assign the compliance group to your faculty members if you're using the faculty compliance. Um, As you're aware that we have a student compliance functionality available in the system where you can set up the documents list, and then once you publish that information, your students can see those documents on their login page, and then they can start responding or uploading those documents as per the request. Similarly, we have also introduced the faculty compliance sections. Initially, you have to share the document list with our support team, and then they can add those lists in the system in the forms of small groups. And once that setup is completed, you as a program administrator can assign those compliance group having the different documents in it to your faculty members. So once you log into the system, you go to the faculty and staff, and then you can choose for the faculty member to whom you want to assign the faculty compliance. And once you click on the compliance option, you will see the option toward the right hand side as add compliance. And once you click on that, you will find a new drawer which will have all the different groups labeled out there. And it will also have the information as the different documents those are grouped into that specific group altogether. And then you can select the group and assign that compliance information to that specific faculty member through the system. And now once your faculty members will log in into the system, they can see this compliance tile on their login page. They can also see the number over there in front on that tile, which donates as how many number of compliant documents are being assigned to them. And once they will click on that tile, they will able to see the list of the compliance documents out there in the alphabetic order. And then they can also click on each of the document as the status of it as get started, and then they can work upon sharing that information or uploading that information for you in the system. Once they click on the get started option, a drawer will open where they can add the issue date, the expiration date of the document, they can add the notes, they can also upload the document. And once they hit the submit option, the status of that specific document will also get changed in the system from get started to pending review. And now, once the faculty member has submitted these document to the school, and as a school administrator, if you want to review them, you can review them by two different ways. One is you go to the specific faculty profile and you click on the compliance information, and then you click on the pending review, the status of the document, and the drawer will open where you will able to see the view, the issue date as well as the expiration date, the notes, as well as you can view the document out there. And then you can choose if you want to approve or disapprove this document, and then you can hit the submit option. And once you hit the submit option, the status of this document will get changed from get started to approved. Now, if we talk about the another way of approving these documents from the system, you can go to the faculty compliance. And once you go to the faculty compliance, you can see the dashboard on top ribbon. And once you will click on the dashboard, you will get the graphical representation of all the data, the documents as count of each status, total number of documents, total number of documents approved. And once you will click on the faculty view, on the top ribbon, you will find the list of the faculties as well as the status of those documents, as how many are in the approved status and what are in the remaining. Along with that, it will also provide you the overall status of the faculty as if they are compliant or not. If you will click on the compliance status, you will get more detailed information about each of the document which are in the approved and or not approved statuses. And once you will click on the document view on the top ribbon, you will find the list of all the documents, their statuses, due dates, expiration dates, and last updated date. If you click on the status of each document, you will able to review it and approve or disapprove the document. You would also able to export the entire data from the help from the export icon available on the top right hand side. Along with reviewing these documents for your faculty members, you can also upload some of the documents on their behalf. So once you click on the Get Started option, you will see the drawer where you can add the issue date, you can add the notes, you can also upload the document. And once you hit the Submit option, the status of that document will get changed from Get Started to Pending Review. And you can also click on the pending review, and then you can approve this document as well from your end on behalf of your faculty members. Yeah, and the status will get changed from pending review to approved. Now we are going to take a look as when a faculty member logs in the system, what they can see on their dashboard, as well as how their dashboard looks very different from the administrative side of the system. So once they will log in into the system, this is how the dashboard will look like to them. And before we talk about the faculty login and the dashboard in detail, I would like to point out that we have the ability for the faculty members or the users to access the multiple programs with the same email address. So in case you're managing the different programs as you're working with the different departments from the same school, you can let us know, and then we can help you log in into the system with the same email address for two different programs altogether. Now, when a faculty members logs into the dashboard, they can see the different tiles. Those are placed out here, and on uh, uh, dashboard, the different tiles, those are placed out here. And if we talk about the announcements which has been submitted or submitted by the administrator from the school or the administrative side of the system, so this is how these announcement would be visible on the faculty login page. And once they will click on the profile, your faculty members can go ahead and add all the comprehensive profile information of themselves in the profile section. They can put in the details about themselves. They can also upload the pictures. They can add their addresses. Along with that, they can also add the information about their first name, the middle name, the faculty ID, the date of birth, gender, and the ethnicity. They can also add the information about their email address, the subject line, specifying their administrative position and the rank. They can also input their address details, the details of their education background, the license, the certifications, and document various experiences out here. Or even they can also upload their resume in the system if they have along with them. Furthermore, the system allows them to also add the information related to the honors and the awards which they have received so far. Um, the system provides them the ability to capture and add all the information related to their professional experiences out here. And you can also request your faculty members to add this information in the system so that during the accreditation, you have all this information updated in the system at one place, and you can extract these information from the system in terms of resumes. Now, along with the profile information, the faculty members can add the information under the teaching section. Here they can put the comprehensive detail of the courses they are associated with. Additionally, they can edit and augment this information, not limited to their current courses, but they can also add the information about the other courses which they have taught so far, along with the other relevant education experiences which they have, along with the teaching experiences they had so far with the previous employment or any other relevant education engagement. And now under the scholarship section, they have the option to add the diverse publications, specifying the type of publication and when it under the peer review. Furthermore, they can include the citations, the documents, the other scholar activities, such as the research paper or they have submitted or they have worked on some of the research projects, along with their academic achievements and the contribution. They can also capture the services they have provided in their academic services, or if there is any non-academic services that they would want to add over and create the comprehensive profile, and they can also generate the resume or generate the CV from the system. They also have the option where they can also share their contact details as a school contact. And this option would also be visible to all the faculty members, along with all the administrators. They can go to their own profile, or they can go to their specific faculty member profile, or their faculty member can also go to their own profile and click on the contact sharing. And once they click on the contact sharing, this is how the drawer would be visible to them, where all the different toggle switches would be there, as in they can share their contact as a school contact with the student, with the other faculties and staff, and with the site resource page. And once they will toggle these switches on and hit the save option, this is how their information card would be visible to the students as well as the faculty members, where their pictures, their names, their designation, their email addresses, contact details, along with the notes if they have added any. Now, we are going to take a look as when a faculty member logs in the system, how they can see the dashboard and how they can manage all the associations which has been assigned to them, all the tasks which has been assigned to them. So there are three main associations which we have discussed earlier. So first, we are going to take a look as how they can manage their courses. They can click on the courses tile, And this tile will also represents the number as how many courses are being associated to them. And once they click on this tile, they will see the screen where where the screen where the course catalog as well as the course offerings are there. And once they will click on the course catalog, this is the they can see all the different courses those are added in the system. So this is a repository which we have added in the system. There might be a case that all the different courses those are visible out here, the faculty member is not associated to all of them. That's completely fine because this is just a repository information which they can see. But in case they want to check where they are associated, they can go to the course offering, and this is the section where they will find all the different courses names and their details where they are associated. And once they will click on the course offering, they will able to see the details of the courses that has been registered or associated with. So once they click on the specific course offering, they will able to open or view the profile of that entire course. And by not just adding the details to the specific course, they can also go ahead, add the measures or the objectives to that specific course. They can also go ahead, click on the student section, and they will find the option as to add the communication and intervention. Once they will click on the student registration, they will also able to find all the student names list with those students are registered with a specific course. Similarly, if they will click on the announcements, they can also go ahead, add the announcements for the specific course and share it with the students, or share it on the site resource page. They can click on the add announcement, they can mention the start date and date title, and then they can also mention if they want to share it with the students, along with if they want to share it on the site resource page. And once they hit the save option, this information will start reflecting on the student side as well as on the site resource page. Moving ahead, if we click on the placement section, on the screen, they will able to see the placements. Those are marked for the specific course. They won't able to do the actual placements on the screen, but they can just see the report information of the placements for the course. And now moving ahead, they can also go ahead and add the resources for the specific course. They can click on the resources section. They can click on the category. They can create a new category, or they can add the resources to the existing one. And once they will add the resources, they can also choose if they want to share these resources with the student, or they also want to share these resources on the site resource page. We will also talk about how they can also find the learning activities out there. So once they will click on the learning activities, they will have the access to their patient log, the timesheet, the time off, and also the forms and evaluations. They can either click on the plus icon to add the forms and evaluation, or they can click on the pencil icons for the patient log, timesheet, time off to activate few of the learning activities from the screen. And once those evaluation forms are submitted by the student end, they can also click on the review section to start reviewing these learning activities. And apart from the learning apart from activating and reviewing these learning activities, they can also extract the learning activity reports from the system. Now we will also talk about how they can manage the students as an advisee. So when you click on the advisee, they will able to see in the tile as how many students are being assigned to them. And once you click on the tile, you will able to see the list of the students those are being associated to the faculty member. They will click on any of the student name to know more details about the student. And once they click on the student name, they could able to open the profile of that specific student in the system, where they will have the access to the information of the student as the academic information, along with the profile information, along with the compliance information. Under the compliance information, they won't able to see the documents of these students as such, but they can check the statuses of these documents. They can also check the due date. They can also check the follow-up date. And in case the school wants to remove this tab to be visible to the faculty members, they can also raise a support ticket and we can remove this section for them. And moving ahead, if we talk about the communication and the intervention, they would able to see all the communication and the intervention that the program administrator has added for the students. And once they will click on the coursework, they will find all the placement information out here. And once they click on the learning activities, they will have the access to the forms and evaluation, the timesheet, the time off, as well as the patient log out here. Now we will move ahead and discuss how we can manage the students. So when they will click on these student placements, they will find all the associations under the student placement, which has been done from the school administrator. So once they click on the student placement on the screen, they will find the detailed information about the course details, student details, site names, the location, rotation details, placement details, as well as the site and location contact. Under the by placement option. And they can also see the ongoing placements, the upcoming placements, as well as the completed placements. Once they will click on the review section, they will also able to see the different placement. They will also able to see the placement informations out there. They can add the communication intervention. They can also see the forms and evaluations for the course. And if they go ahead and switch to the by course, this view will more focus toward the course number, the course name, along with the academic year, the terms, and the professional year when this course has been offered. Along with that, they will also see the different learning activities. Those are being activated for the each course. And if they want to review any of the learning activities, they can simply click on the specific learning activities as evaluation forms, patient log, timesheet, and time off, and then they can start reviewing these learning activities through the system. Now we will move ahead and we will talk about, as in case the school administrator has assigned some resources to the faculty members, how they can access those information through the system. So once they will log in into the system, they will see the resources tile out there. And this number will denote as how many resources are being assigned to them. And once they click on the resources, toward the left-hand side, they will see the category list, and toward the right-hand side, they will see the different resources being assigned to the each category. They can also extract or download all of these resources in bulk from the system, or they can also go to the each resource and then they can extract that information from the system or download that information from the system. Moving on, we will talk about as the help functionality as how you can ask or take an assistance from our team. So we do have a help tile placed at the bottom of the screen. And there is also a question mark symbol in the circle on top. So that is also called as help icon. So if you click on this tile or on the question mark symbol as the help icon, the system will take you to the screen where you will find the option as to raise a ticket, as well as you can find all the different tickets which you have raised already through the system. And then you can also check the status of those different tickets over here. Along with that, you will also have an option to raise a ticket, or you can raise a report, a problem, you can suggest a feature, or you can also ask a question. You can add the information and then you can share it with us. Toward the right hand side, you can see the information where it says as related articles. These all are the articles which you have previously seen or visited. So those information would be visible out here for your quick access. And if you'll click on the help center or the YouTube channel, so it will take you to our help center will take you our website where we have created the different help documents for you, based on the different sections as help for the administrator, help for the faculties, help for the students, as well as help for this sites, right? And you will find the different articles, documents out there, and then you can click on the specific documents and then you can learn more about how you can use the specific functionality from the system. And if you just click on the YouTube channel, it will take you to our Exxat dedicated YouTube channel, where you will find all the webinar recordings along with all the newly released enhancements which we have done. You will find that information out there. I would also like to call out as we also have the bullhorn icon as well as the chat functional option out there on the screen. If you click on the bullhorn icon, it will show you all the recent enhancements which we have done in the system. So you can click on the bullhorn icon and see that. And in case you have also requested for some enhancement, you can keep a close tab on this option and you can find that enhancement information out there. And in case you need a quick assistance or help from our team, you can click on the chat option and then our team can assist you over there. Now, moving toward the last part of our session is the curriculum mapping. So we do have a curriculum mapping tile also placed out here. And in case your faculty members has assigned some courses where the faculty members are managing and teaching those courses to the students, so they can help their administrators, the DCEs, after managing and these courses through the system. So they can click on the curriculum mapping, and once they will click on the curriculum mapping, this curriculum grid screen would be visible to them, where all the different curriculums which we have created for you would be visible toward the left hand side, and all the different course informations and at what duration they has been offered would be visible out here. And in case the faculty member will click on the course name where they are associated, they will able to see the profile of that entire course in the system. They can add the information under the about section as the details of the courses, the pre-request, the co-request. They can also add the policies information out there, the grading information out there. Along with that, they can go to the measure section, and then they can also add the objectives over here and manage the objectives in the system. And then they can also extract the information of the entire course through the system after clicking on generate syllabi. Or in case you want to also wants to do the mapping of this course objectives with the different standards, you can go ahead and click on the go to mapping. And once you do that, on the screen toward the left hand side, you will able to find the different course objectives. Those are part of the specific course. Along with that, toward the right hand side, you will find the mapping of that specific objectives with the different standards. And in case you want to do some more mappings out there for that specific objective, you can simply click on add mapping out here. In case you would like to extract the different reports, and those are available in the system, you can come back to the grid screen and then you can click on the mapping reports. And once you do that, the system will take you to the screen where you will find on the top left hand side the curriculum options. So you will find all the different curriculums which we have created for you, and below that you will also find the different standards which we have activated for you. And then you can choose the specific standard, and then you can also extract the reports from the system as the mapped standard reports, which will be more focused on the standard side of this of the system where all the standards are added. Along with that, we have the mapped course report where the course would be more focused, and it will provide the information of the different objectives. Those are mapped with the different standards. Similarly, you will also find the reports from the system for the mapping attributes which we have utilized, along with the mapping tags which we have assigned to the different objectives as well as to the mapping while we have done this mapping in the system. Last but not the least, we have the cloning feature available in the system. So it will help you to clone the entire data of one curriculum to the new curriculum which you want to add in the system. And it will save all the time and the effort of yours, so that you do not go ahead and add all the manual data in the system once again for the new curriculum. So you can just clone the entire data in the new curriculum which you want to add in the system. Moving ahead, as we already discussed about the help center option out there, again, we have attached this a screen out here where the link is there in case you want to find the different articles of the help which we have created for you. You can click on this link and it will take you to our website. where all the different articles are being available for the faculty. You can see the different articles placed as to generate the CV, as share contact information, as completing your profile picture. So you can specifically click on the specific article out there, and then you can understand more about a step-by-step guide would be there as how you can use this specific functionality in the system. Similarly, we have also added another screen in this webinar where you can also find the link for the help for the administrator. So you can click on the link and it will again take you to the into our website where you will find all the different articles we have placed for the administrator as is showing for the faculty and staff. Similarly, you will see over there as for the placements, for the students, for the sites and location, and then you can click on the specific article out there and learn more about that functionality. I would also like to discuss with you that we do have a next webinar which is coming on next Thursday on 18th of April. So it's about the curriculum management. You can click on the register link and then you can register yourself for this webinar as well. This is more related to the curriculum management. We will talk about how we can help you manage your entire curriculum through in the Exxat Prism. Um, and uh, I would also like to talk about the one more webinar which we have scheduled in the month of July specifically for the faculty training. So you can register for this webinar as well, and you can also share this link with all your faculty members so that they can also be a part of this webinar. And we will talk about more toward the faculty side of it, and we will train your faculty members. As we have finished our webinar, I would like to see if you have any questions so that we can help you answer those.
Thank you, Shubham, for providing all of that information. There was a question that was asked a couple of times in the chat regarding faculty compliance not being present within their tenant. So faculty compliance management is a subscription. You can work with the support team or reach out to your designated account manager to gather more information about having that activated within your specific tenant.
Yeah, and the exact the faculty compliance is being available in the system in case you're utilizing the Exxat approved services already. So you can reach out to your account manager or your customer success specialist, and they would be able to help you with that. Shana, do we have any other question?
I do not see any other questions in the chat or in the question section, Shubham. Thank you all so much for joining us today.
Sure. In that case, I would really like to thank you everyone for joining this webinar today. And I would request you everyone for a short survey at the end of this webinar. So you can share your feedback and it will help us to enhance our future webinars.
I apologize. There is one other question in the chat. Do we upload the curriculum for mapping ourselves?
Yes, you can go ahead and you can add that information in the system. And we can also help you. How you can add the different course objectives and how you can do those course objective mapping with the different standards altogether.
Yeah, so Alison, I would highly recommend that you sign up for our upcoming webinar on next Thursday. That would be a detailed step-by-step instruction to how to set up your curriculum mapping entirely for all of your courses and cohorts.
Yes, that will be a very beneficial webinar. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us today.